Dear students, today we are discussing the topic benefits of cooperation. The benefits of cooperation can be discussed under four headings. That is, there are four categories of benefits of cooperation. The first category is economic benefits. Second category, social and political benefits. Third one, educational benefits, and last one, ethical benefits. Firstly, economic benefits. There are different economic benefits with the advent of this cooperative movement. The important economic benefits include: first one, the substitution of profit incentive in business by that of service to the community. That is, the aim of every business is profit making. With the advent of cooperative movement, with the introduction of cooperative movement, the profit incentive can be substituted by service motive. That is, the aim of a cooperative society or cooperative organization is providing service. Second one, a more equitable distribution of wealth. As far as a normal private business is concerned, it will lead to accumulation of wealth with one category of people, and we can say that rich become more and more rich and poor become more and more poor. That is, there was gap between haves and have-nots. So with the help of cooperation, we can reduce such gap, and it will help to have a equal distribution, that is an equitable distribution of wealth between people. Next, a breakup of monopolistic tendencies. Generally, private business will always lead to creation of monopoly. Cooperation at the same time will help to break up, to vanish the monopolistic tendencies among businessmen. The next, increase in purchasing power and real wages. The purchasing power of members of cooperative society will increase. Their real wage will increase because they will be getting goods at a low price, and at the same time the profit share of their transaction will be also coming into their pockets. The next, a reduction in cost of distribution system by elimination of unnecessary middlemen. One of the main motto of cooperation is, especially cooperative organization, is to avoid middlemen. By eliminating the middleman, we can reduce the cost of distribution system. Thereby, the price of the products can be reduced. Then next, the more accurate correlation of demand and supply. Demand and supply can be correlated, can be equalized with the help of cooperative movement. At the same time, we know in case of a private businessman, he will produce maximum and will try to create demand for these products. Here in a cooperative society, the production will be according to the demand. The next one is stabilization of employment. A member of a cooperative society will get a stable income from the employment. Then general improvement in the employer-employee relationship. That is, we know the employer-employee relationship in a private concern or in a business concern. But in case of a cooperative society, there is no difference between the owner or the person contributing capital and the person working for the society. There is no gap between employer and employee, so the employer-employee relationship can be improved. The next, cheap marketing and processing of farm products at reasonable prices. We know the agriculturists or the persons conducting farms, they will be getting a very low price for their products because of middlemen. But if these are supplied through a cooperative society, they will get a reasonable price and it will help a cheap marketing process. The second category of benefits is social and political benefits. The important social and political benefits are, first one, to provide a unique education in democracy, responsibility and toleration. A cooperative society or a cooperative organization will motivate cooperative education among the members. So it will foster a concept of democracy, a concept of tolerance, responsibility, etc. among the members. So such a kind of feelings can be inculcated among the members of a cooperative society. Then second benefit is it helps to train for political power. Members working in cooperative movements or in cooperative organizations or self-help groups, they will be empowered and they will be trained to work in political organizations or for the development of the country. Then next, it helps to evolve an industrial relationship among all the members because they are working in a organization. Then next, it helps to preserve a strong friendly or family spirit. The friendship or the family relationship will be improved if among the people working in cooperative sector. Then it helps to secure rational construction and unifying approaches to social and economic problems. As people are engaged in business organizations, their vision will be improved, so they will be able to solve their social, economic and other problems. They will approach all these problems in a bold manner. Okay. The next, it helps to prevent underemployment and unemployment because society will give employment. The next, it helps to secure moral as well as physical satisfaction of pure quality, correct weight and fair dealings. All these will be ensured through cooperative society. Then it helps to prevent exploitation of man by man. The next area of benefit is educational benefits. A cooperative society or cooperative organization offers a lot of educational benefits, just like the individual learn by experience gained in practical work of cooperation. So the individuals can learn more and more by their industrial experience. Then cooperation also sponsors education. It promotes education among the members and also in the society, etc. It helps to train the people to take initiatives in organizing. It helps the people to get empowered by getting the organizational abilities. The next, it helps to create some experts, persons with so many experience will be there in cooperative society, so it create more and more experts in the field. Then the fourth category and last category of benefits of cooperation are, first one is the policy of honesty is a necessity in cooperation. Honesty is a necessity. This policy is followed in cooperation. Cooperation returns money value for honesty and other virtues. The next, the motto of cooperation is each for all for each. Cooperation aims at the production of fine human beings. All these are the outcomes in the field of ethical or moral development. So these are the benefits of cooperation. Okay, thank you.